One of the big reasons why I started this channel was to take you guys along with me on the journey of building my garage and everything that goes along with it. And one of the things I think people don't really understand is all the other things that go along with it to your property. And so today's episode is all about a new product called GrowTrax that I am trying out in order to get my lawn to grow now that the garage is built. Let's get to it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Detached Garage. Today we are crossing worlds. We are talking about growing a lawn and getting grass back once you have your construction area finished of your garage. And today I wanted to try a new product out and just kind of show you essentially what we've got going, how it works, why I picked it, and why it might be good for your application and why might it not be good for your application. So let's get the camera turned around and I'll talk a little bit more about this GrowTrax product. All right, guys, so GrowTrax is a product that you actually roll out and then you wet it down as you are applying it so that it sticks to the dirt below. And one of the really nice things about it is it has grass seed in it, it has fertilizer in it, and it's also basically like hydro seeding your lawn, but it's a DIY version of it. Now, it is certainly more expensive than just grading and putting normal grass seed down. But the really, really nice thing about this technology is it sticks to the lawn. Now, you do have to worry about bare spots. And one of the big things that we had a challenge with was the actual wind. And so the wind would kind of, you can see the seam here between the two spots we rolled out, and the wind would kind of pick it up and move it even though it was wet. So that's one thing you need to worry about when you're considering whether this is a good product for you. Now, we are roughly 6 days in and we already have all these nice little sprouts coming up through. And so similar to normal grass seed, you're going to grade, you're going to put nice fluffy dirt down, you're going to get all the rocks out of the way, and then you're going to roll this out and wet it down as you are rolling it out. Now, you just water and water and water, and hopefully you get some nice sunny weather like we have here, and it will blend in really, really nicely. So one of the reasons you might not want to do it is cost. So we've got roughly between all the area here, over here, and then down the side of the garage here, we've got quite a bit of area that we covered. And so in order to do this area with GrowTrax, we were right about $1,200 for this many square feet. So it is fairly expensive. It's much more expensive than grass seed, but at the same time, it sticks really, really well. So we also have a larger area out back here that you can see. I'm going to do GrowTrax here, obviously, and then just do a normal seed and straw over this section out here. And so that should allow us a good comparison because I just did not have enough money to do all of this with GrowTrax. One thing, you can get some erosion. So we had a super heavy rain, and I even have the downspout extender here, and it still just ate away all the nice dirt and topsoil that we put on here. So I'll probably cut this out and just get one roll of sod to go in here afterwards. So really impressed with the product. 6 days and we've got sprouts basically everywhere that we've had this laid. We will come back to the video and show you how it's looking in a little bit right now. Day 7, 1 week, and we've got even more sprouts coming up. All right, guys, day 11, and this is really filling in nicely. We had over an inch of rain yesterday, and we are looking very good. Day 14, 2 weeks into it. We're really getting somewhere now. Day 16, looking good still. We are definitely getting close to needing to mow for the first time. All right, guys, day 19, and we still have not mowed. It's a little longer over here than it is over here, but we get a lot of shade from the house over here. But we are really close to being able to mow. All right, guys, 21 days in and it is still looking great. We're pretty high, so I think I'm gonna do the first mow here. It's a little thinner on this side over here, but I'm still gonna mow because we've got some big clumps like this that are kind of growing faster than a bunch of others. So we'll get a mow. I probably will only mow, like you can see a little bit of the weeds popping through that we're still here, but I'll probably mow just these big sections. The main sections here, I'll probably leave a little bit. We kind of had some washout with some of the rain here. So I'll really only mow the really thick sections, and then all of this will get mowed. So let's get this mowed and see how it looks. All right, guys, first mow is complete. We left that area alone, but did all of this area, got the high spots down, get some more light down here. I might even add some starter fertilizer on this area as well as that area, just to see how it goes. It's not gonna hurt anything because we're gonna keep watering and we won't let this get burned. So we'll check back in a few days. Good morning, guys. Officially 4 weeks in, and you can see all of it is very, very full. You can't even see the GrowTrax mat in most places. You can see it in some places here a little bit. You can still see some of the pulp. All of the, I would say, lighter colored, wider blades of grass, I think those are actually weeds that still grew through, because we had quite a few weeds here, but you can see the fescue is really, really coming in these thinner blades of grass. It's a bit wet with the dew this morning, but I will do a weed and feed treatment next so we can knock down some of this, some of these weeds that are still in here and really let the fescue come through. Super happy with how this turned out. 4 weeks, and this is what it looks like. I've mowed 3 times, and I'll probably be able to start mowing with the riding lawnmower now that the ground has a good root establishment in it. So we'll do a weed and feed treatment and we'll show you the results of that. But overall, super satisfied with this product. We are officially 2.5 months in and the lawn is looking fantastic. I'm really excited to see how many of you call me an idiot, and probably well-deserved, since I was talking about fescue and everything like that, and the thick blades are weeds. Completely wrong. The thick blades are actually fescue and the thin blades of grass are actually Kentucky bluegrass. And so we really like the Kentucky bluegrass, this mixture, and you can buy GrowTrax with different mixture types of seed. The mixture type we got had fescue and Kentucky bluegrass in it. Make sure you select that. And we're really loving what this did for us and this specific area. We are still going to get to this area over here. You can see we did let it get a bit overgrown because we just didn't have a lot of rain, so it's a lot of weeds out there. It's raining now, and fall is a really good time to grow grass, so we're probably going to brush hog all that, till it up, get the a bag of Kentucky bluegrass seed and get that planted. So we'll have a good comparison between the GrowTrax and the seed and straw method that we're gonna do out there. So don't claim to be a lawn expert by any means, but I wanted to give you some context for what you're gonna wanna do when you build your actual garage and get that garage nicely set up and your yard nicely set up. So thanks so much for watching this episode. I know it was a bit out of the ordinary, but I think it's one cost that not a lot of people factor in. I will put links in the description to all the products below that we used. If you have any questions or you want to call me an idiot for not recognizing what type of grass I had, put that down in the comments below as well. Thanks so much for watching Detached Garage. I can't wait to catch you on the next episode.